I'll confess to you folks, I have a certain ambiguity going on here about the whole flying car thing because I am a child of America. I did watch the Jetsons growing up. I do think the whole idea is awesomely cool. And I'm glad that Mr. Moeller, Dr. Moeller, thought that I asked the right questions. I mean, it's nice to have that happen too. Now, what I always worry about in a situation like this is these new technologies can be used in a democratic way or they can be used in an oligarchical way. Are we going to have a future where only the 1% or the 0.1% has access to this wonderful technology? Or in another vision of the future, we could have flying cars that become the new customized, personalized, user-driven mass transit of the future. How about that? How about instead of buses and trains and all of that, why can't a great resource like this be available to the people? There's precedent for it. There are designers who have tried to design mass transit monorail systems that are individualized or only hold a handful of people and that can be called on command. This makes it even more possible. So let's dream of a future where the prosperity is shared by all. Now, John Horgan, great conversation about meditation. This is it, folks. I mean, there's nothing wrong with meditating. It's great. But what's your objective? Is your objective to have a moment of insight? Is it your objective to understand that this subjective reality we live in day to day is merely a transient illusion that we construct in order to navigate through time and space? Because basically, not to go all Bill Hicks on y'all, that is basically what it is. Science proves it. We only see a tiny fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. We only hear a small amount of the sound that is produced around us. We process and basically highly simplify the universe in order to navigate within it in our brains. We are, in fact, living in simulation. So if you want to break through that and use meditation to do that, that's fantastic. But as I have said in print, as well as, and at length, I've explored the whole movement which attempts to fetishize enormous Silicon Valley wealth at the same time as it fetishizes meditation. And in the end, all that is really doing is making us subservient and passive members of a society that serves the few and not the many. I would say meditate on that for a while if you're so inclined. I am Richard RJ Eskow, and this is The Zero Hour.